an overview of making my son's ribbon shirt. So instead of purchasing a pattern, I decided to cut up an old shirt of his. And here I am laying out my fabric. Typically when you purchase a pattern, you would do right sides together, but instead I'm doing wrong sides together because I want to see what the pattern looks like and where it falls on my garment. And here I am adjusting my fabric just to make sure that I'm not wasting any excess fabric, because you really don't want to cut it close if you have a limited amount of fabric and you don't want to be wasteful. Little tidbits can always be used for other projects. And because I'm not measuring, here I am just making sure it's symmetrical and cutting off any extra little bits that shouldn't be there. Now, when you're cutting out something like this, something you do have to account for is to make sure not to go too close to your fabric, because you need to factor in your seam allowance. In addition to that, for this specific shirt, I had to account for his growth. Because this shirt was about 2 years old, I basically had to size it up 1 or 2 sizes. So I had to give some excess space here. And when you're cutting out your fabric pieces, it does help to do it on the fold if you're doing something where it requires 2 pieces, like a sleeve. You need 2 sleeves. It helps to do it on that fold. But if you're doing something like your back panel, you can always just cut it out on one flat piece of fabric. So here I am just cutting out the sleeve. And for this project, I did use my rotary cutter, but you can use scissors as well, obviously. And for my rotary cutter, in order to help hold down my fabric, you can purchase specialized weights that will hold it down, but I just use whatever's laying around my house. Sometimes it's cans of soup. Today it's my daughter's journal and my scissors. Now, something else I got was these adorable buttons from Fabricland. They look wet, which is perfect. And here I'm just showing you that I did a double folded hem on both the sleeves and the arms. And you also want to make sure that you press, because that'll make your garment look so finished. And when you're adding your ribbons, you also want to make sure that you singe them. And this is my finished product. I'm so happy with the way it turned out. I'm thrilled. Next time I might do something more complicated with the ribbons, but I love the simplicity of this garment and it looks so good in natural lighting. If you enjoyed watching this project, I would love for you to subscribe and give it a like. Thanks for watching. Bye.